Hey, good Sunday morning, everyone. I would like to wish everybody a happy Easter. This is Anna from hotoptionbabe.com. On the chart here, I have a symbol up of the Vix, the volatility index. And I briefly want to do a short video on this because it's sort of amazing. And it sort of was eye-opening when I started looking at the weekly here. You can see back in last October, we reached, was this October? No, wait a minute, what year? Back in October of 08, we had a high of 96.40. And now we're at 14.30. What a move down. And you can clearly see the topping tail that we had here on the daily, on the weekly, that let us down. We had a slight bump up here, in April and July here. That's when we had that flash crash, I'm pretty sure of last year. And then you can see we've steadily it's just been getting hammered. And for option sellers, it's horrible. For option buyers, it's great. Okay, but I and my sub room, being a swing trader, we like to see it move a little bit more than just one way, and that's down. We love to buy them cheap, but we want to sell them with more high volatility because that pumps up the price of the option. Now we're going to go look at the daily and get a look at that here. We actually had, back in last June, had a high of even 48.2 down to this 14.30. I'm thinking we're getting really complacent here, and that we may have seen a short-term bottom, or we're getting there. Okay, we are definitely getting there. We're at the lows of the year. Okay, we are at the lows of the year. It's at 14.69 now, and we got a low of 14.30 this past holiday week, this Good Friday week. All right, so where could we possibly go on the VIX? Well, I'm going to try to get an idea for you. Okay, I'm going to start with my Fibonacci fans, and I'll just take that, and I'll come down here. Let's see, 14. We'll get as close as we can. There it was. Wait. There we go. All right. Now you can see we've got some gaps to fill too in this chart. Okay. There's two little drawings there I have to delete. Okay. Now I gotta get my pointer out here, or else they're gonna start drawing all kinds of stuff on me. Okay, you can see here. Whoops. That's what I love about Windows. It stinks. Okay, here we go. Now, you can see the stochastics pointing down, but we've got some bullish divergence going on here in the lower indicators. Okay. It tried to reassert itself here, this yellow line, and it failed, and the turquoise line brought us to a lower low here. Excuse me. So we got some gaps to fill here in this chart. The next Fibonacci level up here is around 27. Say 27.40 or so. So I think we're going to see a serious correction here coming up sometime in May, June. And we start to, work off some of these oversold areas on the VIX. And that will be great. We're ready for that. And hopefully gas will go down. Now, I'm long crude, but I'm not a happy long crude. I don't like paying this much at the pump. I don't like, seeing our food prices and everything start to skyrocket. And you know what? When Ben Bernanke does come in and he does start to hike in interest rates, which probably won't be till next year, the problem is once the companies have started raising their prices to meet the energy cost, they very rarely start lowering them. Have you ever seen bread in my father's time down back to 15 cents or 20 cents a loaf on bread? No, that never happens. It only goes up, and once the people get used to it being up, they leave it up. And the same way with gas. You notice, and I'm going to go here, and I could pull up RBOB, which is the same as looking as crude. Okay, I'm actually going to do RBOB. This is the RBOB gasoline. Okay. Sorry, let's take a look at this. All right. And you can see this steady rise on this thing. I mean, it's just gotten just from 178. This is 178 back here in, this is, when was this? And you have a little hammer here, bottom of the tail. Was that August 25th of what year? It can't be this year. No. I don't think so. Was it that cheap back then? I don't know. This must be sometime in 08. It's not showing me on here. But anyway, you can see this steady rise in gasoline. Okay, it's just continually go up. We're now wholesale at $3.30, almost 32 cents a gallon. You can add $1 of that onto the retail, okay, for taxes and for the retailers making their money, and you've got $4.32 a gallon, okay, and that is not good, right? You can just see this steady. Now, what happens is people get used to a price, and you can see this channel. I mean, it's completely bullish. I mean, it's just completely crazy. What they do, what they like to do, this is how the thugs think. They like to get you, raise the gas prices, always during these peak holiday seasons, which was starting with around Valentine's, a little bit later than Valentine's Day, say March, spring break area, excuse me, and then they go, okay, then we got Easter, and you saw our gas prices are almost at all-time highs before Easter, okay, and then what's next? Then you got Mother's Day. People forget Mother's Day. I mean, who's more important than your mom? So then you're going to have your mom. They may do a little correction here in the next week or so, and then they'll send it right back up for Mother's Day. Then they may pull it in a little bit, and then they send it right back. What's next? Memorial Day. Okay, then they pull it back a little bit, and what's next? 4th of July. And that's the peak summer driving season. And they know that people are going to drive, and they're going to get as much out of you as they can. So there's not going to be that much demand destruction because people are going on vacation. They got Mother's Day. They're going to take mom out to eat. They're going to take their mom on a trip. They're going to go visit their mom on an airplane. You know, you have to think all these things. That's how they think, and that's how that all works. Now, this is on a daily chart. It's so overbought, but it's been overbought for quite some time. We had a short correction back here, and I think it was February we had that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in February. Well, we had March. But that little bit of a correction, bottoming tail here, and then off, and it went on up. Your 10 never crossed back over your 30 in all this time, though. And that's what's sort of amazing. Now, how high can we go? This is the scary part I'm going to show you, and you're not going to like it. We can go much higher. We can go much higher. See if I can get this to work here. See if I can even find the number up here. It may not even come up because it's so off the chart. Yeah, it won't even give me an idea. But just looking at this, how about, I got at least, we can go up to 338. And right now we're at 331. So another 8 or 9 cents. That's what I see so far. Okay. So it's pretty sickening. I mean, it's a pretty sad situation because the rich doesn't bother them, and there's an inverted head and shoulder here on the 60-minute. It is really overbought. So like I said, they may bring it in here a little bit, and then they'll just power it right back up. Okay, here's what I got. There's that 338. There's that 338. Now that'll be an all-time high, I believe, wholesale. I believe. I have to do some research on that, so I won't say that without being sure, but. And you can see it's just as bullish as it can be. So my suggestion to you is, just don't go out and blindly buy energy stocks, but buy stocks that make, as long as the spread between, the crack spread is wide, the refiners make money. Once that crack spread starts to narrow, their margins will start to compress. And at some point that will happen. It hasn't happened yet. We still have a big spread between WTI and heating oil, which is the crack spread. So keep an eye on that and watch those spreads. Watch Brent. That's huge. I hope that WTI doesn't catch up to Brent crude, because that will really be, Brent's at what, 130 or 127 or something. We can't even trade it here as far as I know. Maybe you can via some stocks, but as far as pure play, I don't know of any way to play it. I just trade WTI and RBOB. So that's what we have to look forward to on that. So I'm going to end this video with that because it was going to be a short video and it ended up being a long one. But I really want you to see here, you know, what's going on. I'm going to draw a real quick trend line here, okay? And you just draw this trend line. Whoops, and I draw too much. Hey, Manola. Hey, Blonick. That's my cat, Manola Blonick. Gorgeous. Okay, just draw this trend line. Just draw it up here. As long as it remains above this trend line. Okay, it could even come back down to this hot pink line here, which would be about 328. Well, that's already right there. Wait, sorry. Pull that back. Yeah. Where are we at now? We're at 327. No, we're at 331. Excuse me. We're at 331. Could maybe pull back to about this 329 level. Okay. So those are as long as it stays above that trend line, it's going to continue this march. And, you know, it'll pull back, and you'll have pullbacks. But the problem is, it's just a very bullish chart. And, you know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that, you know, the whole thing in the Middle East was created so they could do this with the gasoline and the crude. And I don't know, you know, I don't think that's the case, but you never know. I mean, that'll drive you crazy. But I do know the rich, powerful oil companies want gas and the spread to be wide, and they want to make money. So, and they want to, I mean, I think they made like 33% this year, up 33% Exxon, and Shell was 29%. So if that doesn't make you want to get sick, it's so exasperating. But we'll trade it, hedge yourself, buy yourself some like USO long on pullbacks. Personally, I do crude. So I wish you all the very best of luck, a very happy and blessed week. And I just want to update you that in the lounge, there is live audio video all day in my trade screen, and we do live technical analysis on stocks, Forex, and you name it all day. And I hope to see you either place, and I wish you the best no matter where you go. Thanks. Have a great day.